What's gonna happen?
Welcome back, everyone, to Go 5 GRB. We're on our way to our next spot, which is going to be some nice gloves. We're excited about it. We're actually getting the basics this time. We're getting some nice chicken. You know, it's going to be fun. But I actually had an idea while we were in the car. So the producers told us we were going to be doing some Smash games later. So I actually have my Switch right here with Smash open. You can tell I don't play Smash at all because I don't got none of them characters unlocked. Not even my main. But I figured I would just try to give Blozell a nice little hand, at least knowing what A and B do, you know? Just something small. So I currently have a training session going, and chat, I'll let you pick her character. I'm gonna have her currently play as Kirby, because I feel like Kirby's a really easy character to play. But in the chat, can y'all tell me who should Blozell try to main in the Smash tournament?
Inkling!
Inkling?
Someone said Ganondorf.
Now I know you lying. Someone easy, please. Easy to learn. So, Blozell, before I even hand you this Switch, I want you to know that Smash is a fighting game.
I don't even play Smash.
It's a fighting game. It's like a battle royale where essentially it can be teams, like 2v2. It can be 1v1. It can be free for all, 1v1.
I'd rather have somebody on my team because I don't know how to do it.
You're gonna have somebody on your team.
You will. We've been told that we're gonna get professionals.
Said Zero Suit Samus.
That's not bad. That's a shoot. So, and there's also different kinds. There's sword people, so people that use swords. There's blasters, whatever. But we're not gonna deal with all the details yet. I just want you to know how to punch. Maybe we're gonna get into how to use specials, but really we're gonna start with how to move. So I started a training ground. You guys see I picked Kirby because Kirby is just very easy. And I have level 1 random computer. So we're gonna start and fight.
That's very nice of you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, guys.
Yep.
Someone said Greninja. Y'all just being mean at this point.
Okay, so you're going against Rob. So it's level 1, it's training. So all you gotta do is the left analog stick, which is that on the left. So that's how you move. So
well, which one is me?
You're Kirby, the pink block.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Someone said Luigi because he's green.
Luigi's kind of hard, I think.
Luigi is kind of hard, but
so that's how you move. So you see left and right.
I'm trying to push him.
Not push him, but just try to move around. Like see how sensitive that the controller is when you move left and right. So if you push up, and the good thing about Kirby is Kirby can float. So if you tap up multiple times, keep tapping it like back to back. See, he floats up.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I try to get behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get these points here. Or
so
what?
not those points. So the way that the arenas work is that essentially the way you win is when you push people off the map.
So I need to go back and try to push him?
Yes. So not just push, but you can like hit them, you can knock them out. There's a lot of things. So if you tap A is your quick attack.
Where's A?
On the right.
We all confident. Oh.
Yep, there you go. See? So he saved himself.
Oh.
He went to the map. So remember you can float. So if you float and jump, you can get over there. Don't worry about if you fall the first time. That's perfectly fine. Sorry, y'all. We don't have a capture card either, so you cannot see this gameplay. But I promise you, it is.
I just bit the dust. It's going as well as you think it would.
I can't see. No, because of glare. So
Oh, that's me again?
Yes.
So the goal is I need to try
Let's try to get to the other side. So right now, what Blozell's going through is. Like, I'll just talk to you then. Oh, so not this one. This one doesn't have anything to do with. Actually, this one.
Alright guys, we're on the Be Right Back screen.
That's fine. Yeah. Oh no, so see that's moving. That's why that's stopping. Only that one is to move. If you don't like those buttons, I think you can use the
I kept going up so you go high.
Oh look, see he's coming.
Oh.
Now it's back in and
Yep, sorry.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hi guys, we are.
Oh.
Blozell actually made it to the other side. We found out that what she was doing is she was also hitting the right analog stick, which is an attack button. So while she was in the air, she was attacking, which then canceled out her air puffs, and that would make her fall before she gets to the other side.
But he's still alive.
He is still alive. But if you look at the bottom, so you saw you're at 0% and he's at 71%.
So I'm winning?
Yes. So the higher the percentage, the easier it is to knock them out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
Have you told her how to like recover?
No, I'm just trying to get her to know how to float.
That's
I just want her to know how to hit and how to float and how to move. So let's see. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, so here's the thing. Every single button, like the back buttons too, are also like attack motions. So if you touch other things while you're trying to float, you will cancel your float.
Okay.
There you go. See? There we go, and you hit him.
Oh, Glizzo, you
Nice.
actually trying.
Nice. So now you want to try to float to the other side again. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. All right. So see how you did a kick in the air? So I think it's because you hit the back button over there.
Oh.
Honestly, we'll have better controllers when we get there, I assume, versus like having handhelds, right, Matt?
Yeah, I think they have pro controllers.
Perfect. The pro controller will fit in your hand better. What happens, Tasha?
I play Smash in the game with controller. I can't play with controller.
Any chance we can get a last minute GameCube controller for Tasha?
That's a whole ass.
Yeah, Glizzo, there's people that when they become like pros at this game, they'll change what buttons do what just so they have better access to like different moves and things. I don't do that. I just pick my person. When I get overwhelmed, I button mash, and that's all that matters. So honestly, your goal is just don't fall. 'Cause
Good for me.
So just heads up, Glizzo. It's gonna be a hard game no matter what, because Smash is a
Oh
pretty
my gosh, that
technical game.
looks pretty
But
hard.
at least now you can say you know how to move. That was really
Thank you.
my goal. For
That was really points for her for that. That was
How
nice.
was the overall experience last night for us?
Oh, it was great.
Don't ask
my
about.
God.
Don't ask about her.
Okay,
experience.
okay.
I feel like I am the go at win.
Okay.
What happened?
So we went to what, the after party, or do you want to know about the esports awards?
All of it. Yeah.
Awards was really, really cool. It was
Like walking through the red carpet was fun.
That was a long red carpet it looked like.
The only thing that was not fun was my feet.
yeah, our shoes kind of hurt. Yeah, our shoes were a little hurty. But
I wouldn't walk that.
yeah, pain is beauty is pain.
Oh, right.
Beauty
I
is
wanted to
pain.
walk the red carpet barefoot so bad.
Yeah, it's funny because after the esports awards, I was like, Tasha, go over there and then go up the escalator. So we went up 3 of the escalators just so we could take off our shoes and not be in front of people. Because we didn't want to represent, 5GRB like that. So I had us take off our shoes in private and then we walked to our rooms barefoot through the hotel. So, yeah.
You know if we're doing 1v1 or we're doing like 1v2.
I believe it's 2v2.
2v2.
When we partner with someone, it'll be 2v2. We have a bracket and everything.
I found a good idea. We're doing 2v2.
Yeah. But, ooh, shots. Gee willikers. This is the cough of a winner.
That one, the moving and tap.
Yeah, it's the winter cough. But yeah,
air is so dry. And just like we're running around,
Yeah.
and it's like I feel like I'm breathing easily. So just remember, so this is the
yeah.
Oh my God, it's not air.
It's not a sick cough. It's like a, I was winded.
It's just a regular
Um,
But yeah, so how
oh, sure.
Thank you.
No, we just switched the pad. Yeah.
how was it like presenting the award? Like, what was the? Did they just come up and pull you from the audience?
Yeah. So they come up, they pull you from the audience, and then you walk around. There's like a little back area behind the stage, and then you line up and you just wait, and they give you like a little briefing, and then you go up on the stage. The only thing that was kind of iffy was that the steps were kind of steep, and there was no rails. And going up was okay, but coming down was a journey. But good thing Golden Boy was there to kind of help us, kind of hold our hands and to go down. Yeah.
That was scary. I was like,
Yeah, that was a little scary.
don't let
this be the moment that our first time walking red carpet, doing all this, and then we
Fall.
the floor.
Because if one of us, if it would have been the back person that fell, then everybody would have fell, and that would have not been a good look. Yeah, well, at least we would have. Well, I feel like we made an impact, right? But we would have really made an impact if that was happening. But everybody seems to like us presenting. We brought a lot of energy to the room, and I feel like, you know, the crowd felt our connection and like the vibe that we're going for. So that's really good. And plus, I would say, and this might be me being biased, but I'm pretty sure we won best dress.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah, we won best dress. We came.
Yes.
We was dressed to the nines.
Hey, can I make a shout out real quick? I just want to shout out, first of all, trust it hosting presenting the awards. I want to shout out Ty, because Ty wrote the script.
Yes. Yes.
Ty really wrote a tight script.
Yes. Yes.
Big shout out to Kai for writing
it was
the script for
perfect.
us. It was perfect. It captured all of our
Yes,
personalities.
it did.
So yeah.
It was so funny that one guy that went up there.
Oh God.
Didn't say anything.
Blooper. That was a big blooper.
Apparently, he was supposed to have someone go up with him. And that
Oh.
person wasn't there. So he wasn't sure what to do when he got there.
But it's crazy.
And
I giggled a little bit because I don't know who said it, but somebody was like, because you know the producers, you can kind of see them. Somebody said somebody was like, that lady's stressed, and then I look over and the producer's
It was
like
me. I
this.
was looking at
She's gonna keep doing that because we don't want her to do it. But yeah, like we were saying, basically is that I think we all unanimously wanted Golden Boy to win, but Wave Punk, Wave Punk's cool too. So he was cool. I like his hosting style as well, because I was watching, because I kind of want to do like move into, even though we're hosting now, but I kind of want to do stuff like that, when this isn't going on. So, I'm sorry, I dropped my water. So I always like study people's hosting styles, and get some tidbits from there, and you learn stuff by. I know I learn stuff by watching, so it's kind of
Just a quick thing, though. So this is something that you should know. If you hold this back button, R, like this one all the way back here, that's a shield. Now hold your blocks. But the thing is, if you hold it too long, like hold it. You see how it gets smaller and smaller? If it gets too small, it hurts you.
Oh.
So you can't hold the shield for too long.
Oh, he's dizzy.
Yeah, and then that means people are open to hitting you until you get out of it.
So right now, no one's playing this person, or someone is?
It's level 1 computer.
Okay.
Hey, what was the after party like? Where y'all at?
It was amazing.
Do you want a positive story or a negative story?
I don't know.
Party was
Actually,
in the same place.
just tell me what it was.
It was you missed nothing.
It was.
was
Honestly and truly, what it was you. So the amazing part about what the esports did for us was that Zook nightclub is the nightclub at the hotel anyway. So they allowed us with our bands from the esports awards to get free access to the Zook nightclub.
Yes.
We had our own section as well, so anyone
That was
from
nice.
the esports awards were there and could hang out in our little area.
Free drinks.
Yeah, and there were free drinks as well. So
Yes.
it was nice.
Shout out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to, who was it? El Chapo?
El Chapo.
Yeah.
El Chapo bottles on all
Tequila!
Tequila.
Hey!
Yeah. Personally, for me, I'm not a huge fan of EDM. I like my music, but at least when I'm dancing, to have words, it be sounding like robots having sex.
Hello?
I don't know why she knows what that sounds like, but good for her.
No, the negative part of it all, because Zook is it's a nice nightclub, pretty on the inside, but they have this thing where all of a sudden you're just chilling and you hear like, it's just like a whole bunch of air that just comes out of nowhere, and it sounds like you're like,
It sounds like you're being attacked. Like
yeah, like something's about to happen. It sounds like the end of the world, and it's just air, and then all of a sudden you feel like a cool breeze. It was too much.
the tequila heathen was unleashed.
Yeah, the tequila healing was unleashed. Somebody, who was it? I saw a comment that I liked. Epiphany Tiffany said, y'all were like a breath of fresh air on the stage at the Esports Awards, by the way. I was in chat fangirling, and I'm here for it. Beautifully dressed and hairstyles popping. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Thank you.
No, that's exactly what it feels like. Because it's like,
pretty much. And it's like, how do you dance to that? Because I don't know how.
fist bump.
There's no beat.
Fist bump until your arm hurts.
Or you do the, oh my god, yeah. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Zook is a pretty nice nightclub. It was just that one thing, that air that just kind of killed me. It scared me every time. And just imagine, because well, let me not say that. But no, just imagine like you're drinking,
Okay.
right?
I got you.
And you're a little drunk,
Yeah.
and you go in there, and you're like, oh, this looks like a nice club. Oh, I'm drunk. And all of a sudden, it sounds like you're getting attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, dear heavens, you just have a heart attack
It's
and
very
just
startling.
pass away in the middle of the club.
That when they first did it, oh my gosh. My
I
heart
was
so-
scared. I was scared.
So we made a game. Every time it went off, we took a shot. But because it didn't go off that much, but it went off enough for it to be a little, a little too much. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
We're being asked to review the attendees list, and so we can be more engaging in the next conversation. Can we do that now, or not because we're streaming?
Why are you reading our group chat?
I'm just saying, when are we gonna do it if we're not gonna do it now? So if we're not gonna do it, then that's
The
fine.
attendees list for what?
For the probably on 1,000 grams one.
Yeah.
So we'll be
Okay. Go to you, goes out.
It's right now it's
excellent.
who's
Good.
gonna be with us for lunch is
No, not for lunch, but after lunch.
we'll do that later.
No, do it.
Where are we
No,
going next?
we're going to lunch, but the foundation people are not going to be at lunch, right?
Right, they're going to meet us after. So that's
Right.
Who we're gonna be with at lunch is Muhammad Raz
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
and then Mari.
Yeah.
That's who we're
Mari's
going
like
to
a
lunch
hostage.
with.
So you explain who they are, or you guys already know?
Okay, so
or-
Muhammad Raz is an icon in the League of Legends, inspiring a journey from volunteering to coach.
Oh.
First place team, nominee for Esports Awards last night for Esports Desk Analyst.
Yes. I remember.
Mari is a co-owner of an esports team called Space Station Gaming. She's host, original cast member of Smosh.
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 Smosh used to be like a really like.
Isn't that
it
it was
still
number
is-
one. The
still
big
is
was it was
really- it still is really big, popular.
it was number one for the longest. I don't know.
This was in Smosh on Smosh again.
That's right.
That was such a big deal.
Smosh didn't
I've met a few people from Smosh. They came to RTX this year. For anyone who's curious, RTX is Rooster Teeth's convention. And they were really nice. They were very busy. They had a lot of panels, so I couldn't talk to them for long. But it was really awesome to see them.
SSG is my favorite Halo team.
Y'all want to know what's really crazy? Is that one thing I do like about this industry is like everything kind of connects, and even if you don't know something specific about something, like you kind of eventually learn. Because y'all know, like I came into the game a little bit later. Like I started doing this when I was like in my late 20s. So I didn't grow up watching like YouTube and stuff like that.
Sorry, y'all.
So sometimes when it's brought up, like, oh, this person did this person, I'm just like, oh, okay, I get to meet them, but I have no idea. I Google them, but I'm just like, when they get excited about something, I'm like, oh, okay. So I do Google people to see what, or they'll tell me. But it's just, it's
like it's like the whole like Casa. Like I had watched Casa years ago, and when I heard that he was gonna be here today, I was like, oh my god! I used to love watching Casa's Man on the Street interview videos that he did at conventions, and he's the reason why I discovered cosplay, because every video he used to always look for Jessica Negri. Jessica Negri was literally like the biggest cosplayer back in the day, and I love those videos. He's hilarious. Kasim is so funny.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like just being a nerd in general, right? You know how some people love video games but they don't really like anime, or some people like anime but they don't really rock with video games. Some people love comic books but they don't like everything. There's so many different facets and areas to be like a nerd, you know?
I hear what you're saying.
It's really cool though. I'm meeting a lot of people and y'all are introducing me to like new people to watch, you know, new connections. So I'm really enjoying my time here, and it's really opening up my eyes to new avenues.
A lot of the gamers, like the really popular gamers that I know now, I didn't really even know them until I started streaming. Or like I never had heard of them before. Like Corey Kenshin, I had never heard of Corey Kenshin until I started streaming. Somebody told me about him.
Yeah.
The same thing with like anybody else in the Black community, like Berlizzi, everybody else. I learned about all of them after I started streaming.
That's so funny because it's the exact opposite for me. I had heard, like, because, again, I never intended to be on camera. When I was going to school, doing all things, the first person I ever watched do a gameplay of, like, in terms of, like, recording yourself doing a video was Dashi Games. And I used to watch that man coming from high school every single day, religiously at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Dashi posted a new video an hour ago. I just got home from high school watching Dashi. And then through Dashi, I met, like, a whole bunch of other people, Jacksepticeye, Cub Scouts, Berlizzi, Markiplier. So I was always the kind of person that, again, because I watched my older cousin play video games, but I was the femme, so I didn't really get to play video games myself. Like, I didn't have the consoles. I had to ask my brother and my cousin to use theirs. So I watched people, like, it's so funny. Nowadays, people list a bunch of classic games. I'm like, oh yeah, I watched that. And they're like, what you mean you watched it?
Yeah.
I say that all the time. I watched that. I can never play Detroit Become Human because I've watched every
But the
single
thing
gameplay
is,
of
it's
it.
like, what do you mean you watch it? But people watch us play video games all the time. So it's like, what do you mean you watched it? Like, that's what we do.
There's a band?
There's a little marching band.
Yeah.
That's Oregon.
So somebody in the chat said, I found YouTube because of Keyboard Cat. That's funny. Oh, the Mona Lisa. Oh my goodness. Somebody in Glozell, they said, Glozell, hello. What is your opinion on Escape the Night? What's this?
Oh, Escape the Night is you figure it out who done it kind of a thing.
It's an escape room?
Yes, exactly. And I was on one and I died by twerking. I died.
You seem to be twerking a lot.
I know, right?
I love that you take ownership of your body and you use it how you choose.
Oh,
I was choosing.
that could have been like a slick. That was nice, nasty. That was but that would have been a good, nice, nasty compliment. Like, you take ownership of your body and you use it how you choose. And we know her, so it's like,
choice.
yeah, she uses it how she chooses.
Pro choice.
Look at this marching band.
Oh,
It's almost like they didn't hear us, Bozo.
Truly.
who in here was a band nerd?
No.
I was in the band. I played flute, first chair,
Matt played
flute.
the clarinet.
Yeah,
That was a guess. No, it wasn't. He told us.
Band nerds
I
were
was also a drum major.
Okay,
really.
there we
So,
go.
wait, I'm thinking.
Wait a minute, what?
No, we think about black drum majors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like,
doom,
what?
doom,
Big
doom.
deal, though, 'cause
Matt was breaking it down.
Can he go back? Back.
Matt, you know how to dance?
Huh?
You know how to dance?
I feel like
commit
he's
to my
he's
dance.
not
Okay,
scared to
okay.
dance.
So,
As long as you can commit to it.
A little two-step, you know.
Lucas can be honest.
He's great.
Lucas, how do you know that he can dance?
We dance.
We dance a lot.
Okay.
Dance
Been
too,
around.
We like to
Lucas.
party.
Yeah.
And now we're just not finding this out on the last
I-
day.
On the last day.
I have a
Look,
question for everyone in the car, including Matt
sorry.
and Lucas.
What's up?
What is the number one song that if you hear in the club, you run into the dance floor?
The number one song?
Yeah, if you hear it in the club, or really at any party, you're just like, oh, this is my jam. I'm running to the dance floor.
I think I know all our answers.
I don't think you know mine.
Back that
You're not
ass
gonna
up.
like
Yeah.
Yes.
Back that ass up.
That'll get me up. That'll get me up every time.
What, back that ass up?
back that thing up.
I don't
Yeah.
have a good answer. I'll go out
Dun,
to
dun, the back there, dun, dun, gonna walk on the
Really?
back there all
So
night
there's no
long.
one song?
anything. I'll be the party
Lucas, so
starter.
can we hang
Okay.
out tonight before we all go home tomorrow?
Are we doing karaoke?
Let's go karaoke.
Yeah, let's karaoke.
I want to karaoke.
I can't say no.
I can say
It's
that.
all about commitment.
I,
That's all it is.
I feel my voice disappearing.
Yeah, I can't stop coughing. Man, when we stop, can I get some cough drops or something?
Yeah, I got
Same. Cause same.
You don't have to cheer now. We almost done. They could
You
die.
know what? My cough drops.
It might be
Somebody
like-
says Matt also commits fully to everything.
Yes, he did. He was playing that.
I don't know if y'all saw he was doing
paintball.
Wait! Thumpers know Matt can dance because of Zach and Malika's wedding video.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's true.
I need to see that.
So
I want to see.
I want to see.
they had a traditional Thai wedding.
Uh-huh.
And part of that is you have the groom. I wish Malika was here to explain it. But it's like the groom, and Zach is listening to me right now, so I'm saying it. They have to have a parade down the street to that house,
Uh-huh.
and then the bride's in the house, kind of like a princess, and the groom has to like go through like 3 different like riddles or challenges to
What?
like to go marry the bride.
That's
One of them
crazy.
was to dance, and I had to dance for Zach because he's not a good dancer,
Oh.
He
I
must
can
have.
see that.
and they accepted it.
Yeah, I could see that too.
I just see Zach as being stiff.
Wow, wow. He's not here to defend
No,
himself.
he's here. He just said it's right. He just said in my ear, "They couldn't have done it without you, Matt. You're the best dancer I know. You're my best friend. Thanks for everything."
Oh.
He's like, make sure to tell him, really double down how much you're my best friend, man.
Oh.
Dude.
Wait, is it really true that if you had failed that dance off, he couldn't marry Malika?
That would have been fun. You would have ruined the wedding.
That's really great.
That would have been hilarious.
Nah, you wouldn't have ruined the wedding. You're doing him a favor. He had no chance.
Somebody said do the one chip challenge. You want us to die?
I've
Did
done
somebody
it.
just die from the one chip challenge?
No, they ate 13.
Oh.
I've
Oh.
done one chip challenge 3 times.
Where,
I've done the one chip
whatchamacallit?
challenge.
Well, can I say it?
What?
Somebody true up.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Wait, that wasn't the one chip challenge. That was the devil's toe.
Oh.
Guys,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to leave you in a second.
What?
I gotta go park. Oh, it's Washington. Who's here?
You-
What is this?
you-
Oregon.
What is this, college? Or
It's
is
a
it
college football game, probably.
Look,
Whoa.
he's got on the tag the
Wow.
thing it looks
colors.
like. Yeah,
You see the marching band? That's great. Oh, we talking about it.
I thought that was a part of the
Do-
paintball thing.
What's up, Cammy Cupcakes?
Stand by, team. Stand by.
How you doing? And shout out to everybody who's in the chat right now. Please make sure y'all go follow, go at Go5GRV on everything. We really appreciate y'all support these last 4 days. We've been having a very good time on this. We've done stuff that I would have never thought I would do in my entire life. But this has really opened up my eyes that I should be living more and doing more spontaneous stuff.
No, that's true.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That.
I gotta pay some bills first.
Well,
I
yeah.
just got my electric bill emailed today.
Okay, let's not be depressing because as soon as this is done, I gotta go home and actually pay my bills. So
yeah,
I probably got a note on
it's
my
the
door.
first,
It is the
right?
first. My bills came out automatically.
I don't want to hear about bills.
Can you pay my bills?
It's the first of the month.
We can't sing. Y'all,
It's the first
you gonna
of
make?
the month.
You want to know, Matt? You're the type of person I never want to see mad.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like you
I
would.
feel like
you
you'd
turn
be
an Incredible
really
Hulk.
bad, like-
Thanks, dude.
You would probably go to jail.
You always
I'm not
mention in
commenting on
jail.
it. That has
Somebody.
We know you.
We should play Never
You
Have
have a
I
jail face. And I bet you was in there just cutting up with everybody. Like, what's up, dude?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm in here because I just punched somebody in the face.
Changing lives here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, right.
like going out in the world better. You know.
Right.
I don't know if you guys heard that on the
I
mic.
did.
Sorry, guys. Stand by for a camera.
Okay.
But we're still good here. But
I was okay. Cool. What
Hey,
was
it's been fun getting to know y'all.
yeah,
It's kind of weird. This is like the last segment.
I know.
It feels like we're besties.
We are besties.
Yeah.
One more day we've been like, ah!
Nah, like
Actually, I want one more day.
I do want one more
Oh,
day.
remember you said that come whatever, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, whenever. I think we're gonna come. I want to be the mystery, but we're coming
I
back.
don't want to leave y'all. Can one of y'all adopt me? You
I can't afford that.
you can't afford
I'm
that.
sorry. I wouldn't even.
He's,
I
Matt's
wouldn't-
out.
I wouldn't get through the paperwork. You know.
Oh man, Zach. I know he could hear him. I know he could hear me. Zach,
He's just
adopt
standing
me.
up there.
Copy. He's waiting for a camera for video to fix, but yeah, I wish I could adopt everyone. But that'd be a lot of work.
Leash,
that
you
was
all
Adopt me,
amazing,
adopt my
fun,
dog.
energy,
I don't
divine.
even-
Well, that's
quality
basically
you
what
all
you've
are.
done.
Thank
Y'all
you.
took care of us.
Y'all have taken care of us this whole time.
So
We got you. We got lunch set up in there too.
Yeah,
So.
y'all have taken care of us this whole time. And I'm gonna miss y'all, and I don't want to cry.
Hey,
but I'm a Cancer, so I'm crying.
don't be sad that it's ending. Be happy.
That it happened.
Shut up. Shut up, man. I don't want to hear positivity right now.
Don't be sad.
Yeah, I hate that quote.
Right.
It happened.
Wait, Lucas, when's your birthday?
April 3rd.
You're an Aries.
Yeah.
You and Zach must have bumped heads all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Two bullheaded energies together.
That's
And,
funny.
but Zach doesn't believe in
My
anything.
birthday's in April too. I'm not Aries. My birthday's in April
I
too.
don't believe in anything.
April's best.
Hell yeah.
No.
April baby.
April baby.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of feel like I'd be like, if I did go to prison, like I think I'd be like Paddington. I'd like help. I'd like make like fucking good food. And,
You
like,
would be the most. You'd be the most popular person in there. Like everybody would love you.
Oh shit. thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
everybody mess with you.
They would hate. Like the whole jail would probably
I
jump
make
in.
my abuelita,
You
like,
probably bring
well,
everybody
I'm a guest
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
And then I have to go to Peru to see my aunt Peru.
Oh my
Have you
goodness.
seen Paddington? You haven't seen Paddington?
I've never seen
Okay.
Paddington.
I've
Don't
never
The
worry.
bear?
seen it
I'm
either.
gonna
I
make
need to
you
see it.
the marmalade sandwich,
All right.
and we're gonna watch Paddington.
While y'all watch Paddington, can y'all take me to the theater with you so I can see Beyonce?
We'll drop off Kai.
Oh my
We'll see
goodness.
Paddington.
I'm really trying to see
Thank
that
you,
film.
Riley. You're beautiful. Riley said you guys are so
I think that's a
beautiful.
nice smile.
Also, you know,
Thank
Paddington's Peruvian, dude.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
but he has a
much.
British accent. Yeah.
Glozell, can I have a heart to heart with you?
Sure.
Can you not look at your phone? Thank you. I just want to let you know that when I'm with you,
When I'm with you.
can you shut up? When I'm with you, like it's just I learn from you because you are the OG. And
This sounds a little like
one thing I will say is that
Copywritten.
my energy and your energy matches really well, and if it's almost like I could keep up with you, well barely, and it's like it's really what's the word
You
like
want a spinoff, is what you're saying.
yes.
That's
But no, like because I like doing funny things. I'm not a comedian whatsoever, but I like how witty you are, and like your timing is just awesome. And I don't know, like you have really good energy. You get on my nerves a lot, and I pick on you a lot. You pick on me, but
all the time.
all the time. But you're just amazing, Glozell.
Oh, thank you, and your ad lib. I was like, look at them. When we were on stage in front of a bunch of people, after like, hopefully we don't fall down these stairs. Y'all did a really good job.
Because when I walked up
I'm
the
so
steps,
glad you acknowledged it.
when I walked up the steps, and I was like, Kai was right. I did steal that from Kai because she was like,
I said that backstage.
yeah. But then I walked up the steps, and I was like, yeah, she was right. So I did steal it. You know.
You said it. That was
I said
ad lib.
it.
No, you wasn't like, okay, I'm only gonna say like you
No.
felt comfortable to say it.
And
And
it
I'm
got a
like,
laugh- it got a laugh from all the women in the audience.
It did. It did. Everybody just loves you. Like your energy sometimes is infectious,
well, thank you. I appreciate
but
that.
sometimes it's like a fart. It clears the room.
Sometimes, the whole time, like last night, I'm like, don't pass gas, don't pass gas.
And Glozell is a team player because remember when I was like, oh, everybody wear black and white, and she came downstairs in black and white. You are a team player, and we was coordinated. Yeah,
Thank you.
You said
Thank
we're
you.
black and white?
yeah,
Because all of y'all had on black and white.
yeah, she came downstairs.
And I had to
in black
go
and
upstairs, and so I'm like,
That was coincidental that I came downstairs in black and white.
white. Everybody came downstairs in black and white.
No, because we all coincidentally
they
were
had
black.
it.
Yeah,
So then we were like, Glozell, you should change into black and white when we go to the after party. And
Mhm.
Glozell did.
Oh, okay.
yeah. She is a team player. I love you, Glozell. This show is not the same without you. Honestly, this show is not going to be the same without any of us. Or, like, the production crew as well. Like, I need all of us to, like, if this doesn't happen the same next year with the same people, I'm going to get on camera and then flay myself alive.
What? You went to the crazy land.
Yo, 100 subs and
100 subs and Leash will flay herself alive Or
I think it'll be different on 3. Let's see.
Oh God.
We're getting out.
Hold on, how do you do this?
Oh, what's on there? All right.
Oh, we're eating here.
Wait. Hold on.
Hold on. Stop. Wait a minute. Oh. I'll just bring my bag.
Having trouble getting
That's
in.
I just want you to know
That took a turn. I
that the
didn't expect.
magician.
You
never-
still got his Sharpie?
I took it twice. I'm like,
You going to jail?
he knocked on my.
Welcome. Hi. My name's Leash. And I am sore. Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna take that mic from you right
Oh
as you guys
God.
come out.
I'm sore as hell. Oh Jesus Christ. I didn't expect to get out the car and be sore. Oh. Hold on. I was about to call you tissue. Like toilet tissue. No, I was gonna put it down.
Audio's low on you here.
Okay. You ain't so you didn't do nothing. Oh.
I'll grab these mics off of you as we thank you.
Anybody else sore?
I've been sore.
Okay.
Been sore, been injured,
Never been
down,
sore.
been down,
Ugh.
been broke, I don't know how to say it. Beyonce goes so fast.
Beyonce ain't never been broke a day in her life. I don't know why she lied on that song.
Why are you talking about her? Yes, she was when she was younger.
Uh,
Her mom had literally the only way she got to practice was she had to practice in her mom's salon.
when you a child, you ain't broke.
Yes, you what? Like there aren't homeless kids out. What are you talking about?
When you're a
That's-
child, you ain't broke.
When you're a child, you ain't. That don't make no damn sense.
You too literal for me.
You're literally
Jesus
like there's literally starving
Christ.
children, bro. Like I'm not even talking about money. Like sure, no kid needs to worry about money. There's literally children out there.
All
that
right,
can't
joke's
eat.
over. You killed it.
It's not even a joke. There's literally children out there that can't eat.
You killed it.
But this is sick. Ooh, hyper. Ooh, X.
Oh my
Broke
God.
out.
Do they know where we're going? I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna eat in here.
Oh my God. Let's go to the big stage.
This was like.
Remember, we're not mic'd, y'all. I'll stick with you.
Just stick close to me.
Yeah, at least I'll talk. Just get
Too
their.
late. They're already in. I'm just
get their
sticking close to them. They're having fun
My
looking
God.
around. They're excited.
Look at this place.
Wait, there's music. Like, give it to Soyo.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Demi Lovato. I know the song. It's okay. I'll stay back here with y'all. I'm singing it. It's not helping either.
We're on you though, so.
You're on me?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, sick. Guys, so as you can see, there's the 5G RV arena. The reason I'm staying here is because everyone else is going exploring, taking photos, taking videos, being a real influencer. There's music over there, so I'm gonna stay over here with y'all so the music doesn't get picked up too much. You know, TOS. But hopefully you guys are at least cutting to their audio, video, not audio. Because again, I hear Demi Lovato right now. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to be sued by Demi Lovato. Well, Luis Fonsi and Demi Lovato. So y'all.
Music? Is that a TOS
They are
concern?
playing, yes. It's Luis Fonsi, one of the biggest people ever.
Bobby, I'll see if I can find someone to do such a thing. Excuse me, bro.
Are they stunning?
You work here?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi.
Get the music turned off.
Rad, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Rad. Nice to meet you, Lee. Rad, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
What's this?
Oh, this is our
Y'all the goats.
yeah, this is our trophy. We have to win this.
Oh, okay. This is the prize?
Yeah, that's our
I
prize.
feel kind of powerful. Oh,
Oh, gamer! I'm so
Oh my God.
y'all wearing yellow. I should have known.
Well, hey everybody. Actually, just kind of ran off. We were looking for you.
Oh, we just followed them, right?
I understand. Yeah.
Actually,
I get it. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
so fucked
that
up.
was gonna be
I
so
enjoyed the hell out of it. You guys
Y'all look
the
amazing.
ND4
Yeah.
and
We were
The
literally
glam
just sitting
was
here
fantastic.
watching this.
Yeah, we were like, nice. We look good.
We look good.
I didn't realize, like, cause you just.
Because people been saying it, but then we've been in it.
The shows looked awesome. I've
It's
popped
been so
in
much
and out day to day.
Oh my god.
Every time.
We are exhausted. We just
Yeah, so we were running and all that stuff.
Until our audio gets set up, I'm actually going to put
Like
these
an
lights
hour
back
ago,
on
right?
but
yeah,
it's
like,
not that
nice
we have
girl.
been talking to guests, so
like we
let's just try to cover everything with the boom mic.
everyone's sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sore.
I fell on my ass and hurt my hand.
Oh,
Yeah. It was bleeding earlier.
Okay.
Live on camera for you.
This is a scratch.
Yeah.
We're buff and numb. Big and bold.
yeah, every time I check back the stream, like something insane is happening.
Oh, I should.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So, like, they're racing cars. They're
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, Glozell got in the ring when she wasn't supposed to.
Amazing.
Well, you tell Glozell not to do something, she's gonna do it.
100%.
Hey, a manager's gonna do what
And
she
then
wants
there's
to
Tasha
do.
in
You
the
know?
ring.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
You got
All
this,
right.
Zach.
We have lunch here.
We're just gonna eat
out here, I guess. So why don't we get some
Tables over
food?
there.
Chairs?
The tables and chairs over there.
You okay? So they set everything up here, but you're okay. All right. Yep.
No,
No, it's all right.
no.
It's all right. We can
I
just
thought
take
we
whatever
want
you
to
need.
just bring the chairs over there.
Stop being flexible.
I'm waiting. Hearsay because this is not my house. I can't just start doing stuff.
We can sit there. Can we sit there? I don't care.
They're asking to sit down, so if we can.
You got some chairs?
Can we move chairs in?
Hi. Nice
I'm
to meet
Austin.
you.
Nice to meet you.
You're
Asma.
Austin?
Yeah.
I live in Austin.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I know myself. It's fine.
It's a pretty weird city, I've heard.
Austin is the man. He's set up. He grabbed the food for us. He's got everything set
Hey,
up for
no.
us today. Thank you so much.
Please.
Austin, can I help you fly in some chairs and we can?
Yeah, easy peasy. Let's get to pool.
Actually, insane. I need to put my bag down too. It's
know.
it's killing me. I need like an actual suitcase thing that I could roll around.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do carry-on, but I didn't have a carry-on luggage. So now it's killing my shoulders. I'm killing myself.
I don't know.
Oh
I
my
tried
god.
You look
This
like an
looks
athlete.
amazing.
I know, there's somebody special chair right there.
Oh, thank you.
Outdone yourself. Outdone yourself.
They really have.
Outdone yourself. Where's? Wait,
Oh,
I never.
This is your last day of stream, right?
Yes.
How's it been? It's looked fun.
It's
from the outside
fun.
looking in.
I'm tired, but
I
it's
bet.
fun.
Vegas will make you tired even if you're not doing it.
Exactly, that part.
Say something.
Let's try to have everybody sit on this side so cameras can stay on this side. We're gonna last supper this thing.
Not last supper. I don't want to be in the middle.
You don't want to be in the middle?
Because you know who's in the middle.
I know. I'm a heathen.
Right. Yeah, Glozell, you said, ooh, which side was Judas on? I like it. Jude. Yep. And then you got to look over and whisper, like, I know.
Was it I?
You would. Yep.
Maybe. I
Is it me,
Like,
Judas?
I'm not here to fight you.
You got any straight ripping jerseys on you?
No, I don't.
Another table. Everyone match all three settings.
This is crazy.
Bringing the chairs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How you gonna up this? Like, I don't know how this gonna get up.
It's fun. That's okay. These places
You really just stay on this level.
That's
nice.
Give you options to enable white balance. That'll get you something really
You got a
nice.
beautiful spot. You
Should
got
be
to
around
go.
3,000
Thank you. Wait, you guys, look up. I know we've been. Look up. Yeah. Look up. I've been watching.
I've lost that hat somewhere.
No.
Between last night, like where that
Probably,
Tammy.
no, it's because you wore it.
Shush.
Thank you.
What is it for?
I think 5G, it's not 5G, I think Hyper has it, because they have my stuff too.
Okay, you don't
What's
have
your daughter?
What a place to game.
We're gonna
Jeez
find it, we're gonna
Louise.
find it. Because I need my jacket too.
Winners are in the middle. That's crazy.
We wish, man.
No, sit right there.
Last supper vibes.
I
Last
love
supper
your
vibes.
hair.
Thank you. Are you kidding me? Look at your hair. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We took it straight from Sicily.
I was finna do what you had to do, but I didn't want to step on your toes.
Okay.
You say no more of that?
No more. Oh, no,
no
I
more.
was like, man, am I supposed to keep a ramekin and cinnamon on it just in case? He said, never. Man.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, it's played out for me. I'm trying to get some hot sauce. I'm trying to get this chicken. Yeah, no cinnamon.
Oh, yeah.
Man. What was y'all's best part of the week so far?
Ooh, it's so many. It's always like the last today.
Y'all get hit? Who's hurt?
Yeah, I need some bruises.
Well, we did the Orbeez paint.
Oh, okay. No, paintball can hurt.
All right, y'all. Let's remember. Until we get professional audio in here and set up, it is going to be a lot of cross chatter. We're on these boom mics on camera.
Not for me. I'm not gonna talk because I'm gonna eat.
Well, let's get started eating then, and we can have our guests come in and join us.
Yeah, yes.
Raz, Austin, you guys want to just hop on and get some food for our ladies? We can have everybody do introductions.
This is going to be the most interesting conversation because we're just not going to be looking at each other.
That's also true.
Since you there, honey.
Can I
You
serve?
open this up.
Yeah. I can't not
I couldn't figure it out.
produce,
So
dude.
I'm like,
Wait, this is the best part.
No.
I don't
All
know.
right.
No.
Everyone?
No, what?
I'm not letting you serve me.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it.
Open it.
Oh.
Okay, I can.
Oh!
We love reparations.
This is from my friend Big Shaq too, so it's Shaq spot. So y'all enjoy that for sure.
I already texted him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I asked him if he'd come through. He said he's busy, but it's all good.
I can't tell. It wasn't my joke. It was hers.
At least it's the first
I just
episode.
said it louder, or I said it more.
That's a good call.
I shouldn't have made it before I got here. That's on me.
Oh my goodness.
All right, everybody. Let's
And
go
we're
ahead.
even in
Let's go ahead and
both.
do our introductions here. Mari,
Oh, I'm introducing?
let's go ahead.
Oh, hi. I'm Mari. Who am I introducing myself to?
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Mari.
I'm
There we go.
bad at this part.
Elevator pitch, go.
Okay, hi, I'm Mari. I've been content creating since 2010. Started with Smosh, and then made a gaming channel in 2012 with Smosh Games, and now I'm a co-owner of an esports organization called Space Station Gaming, and I just do dumb things on the internet and play video games.
That's the party.
That's the party.
That's the dream.
I can now that I've seen that, I can steal like half of that. The dumb shit playing games. At least I've got that energy down. Oh, is it me?
Nice to be here.
All right.
Thank you.
That sounds good to me.
And why don't you, after you introduce yourself, just take a seat and let's start eating.
Ooh, good
Okay.
call. Good call.
Then I guess we should go faster. And she man, Aussie champ. I'm from the HyperX Arena, host, commentator, brand ambassador. I do a lot of things here, but I'm just happy to be enjoying time with this family because we about to have this family style dinner. Look at this food. Y'all seeing this
Food
food?
looks good.
Part 2.
He's right about that.
I'll take this right here.
That makes sense. I'm Raz. I'm an LCS, which is just the League of Legends North American League caster analyst. I've been doing it with them for about 3 years. Before that, I was living in China for 2 years doing it for the English broadcast of the LPL. And then before that, I was in Australia doing it for the same reason. It was still remote broadcast, but so I've been kind of traveling a little bit just for League of Legends. Thank God I'm settling down now. I do not like flying, so that's me.
Raz.
Sweet. Nice to meet
Nice
you
to meet
too.
you. Thanks for having us on your show.
Honored.
Does anyone have hand sanitizer?
I'll grab you.
That's a very good idea.
Uh-oh.
Sanitizer, reparations, sanitizer.
Stickers.
And you wanted to be sick.
Let me go ahead and wipe down your areas
Good call.
with some Clorox wipes. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys are very clean over here.
We very much are, but I appreciate that
Thank
extra,
you.
you know.
Let me just make sure
I
you
appreciate
guys
it. This is great.
don't get sick.
First thing
you
I gotta
know.
say, you guys' style and hair, amazing.
We went
Me?
Thank you.
we went to the esports awards yesterday.
I'm gonna
Okay,
put this
that's
on the
fair.
ground.
That's
Who
fine.
stole my hand
It's going on the
sanitizer?
ground
You don't
in
live here, do you?
3,
No, I'm from LA.
Oh, okay, just came over real
Okay,
quick.
it's going
I
on the
came in
ground.
quick, like yeah, just for. I
Someone
came in
stole
for
my hand
Esports Awards,
sanitizer. I don't know what it is.
and then I'm here for like the second day too, just for this, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll do both.
Is that
Whoa, I thought that was a fork. Boom. Okay.
Change it up on you.
What here are you using a spoon to eat?
I don't
Genuinely
even know.
curious.
I just in case.
Mac and
Just in
cheese.
case.
You eat your mac and cheese with a spoon?
Sometimes it's good to like
I think I
and then you use a knife.
You push in with the fork?
You don't know.
Wait, now I'm
just
questioning
I'm
everything.
I just don't know what I'm
genuinely,
eating.
I promise there's no wrong answer. It's just subjectively you're wrong to me. Like,
How do we do this?
I just take it just in case.
we can here. This is what the spoons are for. Boom.
This is a very small spoon.
Yeah, there's no
Well, I
serving
don't know what to say,
spoons.
bro.
Okay.
But you know, I'll try my
Here, I'll
best.
start.
Shaq didn't give us
over
the big
here.
spoon.
You guys can dig in here and we'll pass it.
That works.
Here's
Thank you. Why not eat too much just because I come in here?
It looks fantastic.
You never know what you're gonna get served, man.
oh, there's lemonade down there.
That's true. I made a mistake. Thank you.
Oh look, we're walking up the stairs.
I was
They
like,
didn't-
don't fall,
Fun
don't
fact,
fall,
they
don't
didn't have any rails.
Oh, so
to
you're
go
just
up
gonna
the
fall?
stairs. I didn't fall, but I was crying and praying that I wouldn't.
It's always that moment when you're like, I'm gonna do it when it
Y'all look
matters.
so good.
Thank you.
Y'all so Hollywood.
It looks so good.
Let's go.
I was sitting there. I remember you guys shooting your shot too.
It was close out.
That was fun.
Boy, did I.
Salsa.
is always shooting her shot.
Okay, and we last on this. Thank you.
Wait, where did the fork? Oh, I took the fork. Hold on. Here you go.
They wanted the sauce.
What, you think I was just gonna eat sauce?
No. I wanted.
Is that the one you wanted?
That's perfect.
Oh, that looks good.
I'll take any sauce.
This mac and cheese over here.
That one looks different. This looks like different cheese.
We're in LA, you stay, bro.
Sadly, Santa Monica.
That looks spicy.
Sadly.
If there is a spicy one.
That is like the only-
Cheaper in LA area, you trolling, bro.
It's gonna be hard.
Man.
It's probably impossible.
It's tough. Come over here with me, bro. Zyrene's out here.
That is true too.
You're local, right?
I am. You are?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Bro, I'm always telling my friends from LA, like,
I know.
we can always go take the day trip to LA.
It's so easy. I
Always
love
sit
it.
next
It's
door.
a beautiful drive.
Vegas is just.
Oh, this is live. No, don't come here. No,
stay
stay out of Vegas.
Everybody come.
LA is much better. Stay out of Vegas.
Drive up
We
the
wanna
prices.
keep
Yeah.
it just.
Drive up the prices in Vegas. We need that.
No. Keep that energy in LA, bro.
I'm getting hit by everything. You got hit by prices, taxes, everything's killing me.
I walked up with they're like, you want a bag for the groceries? I said, of course. I said, yeah, that's $30. Whoa, hold
Okay,
up.
wait a minute.
Hold up. Let's rewind. I don't hate the earth. I just wanted a bag.
Every
Just
time I
keep
go,
the
I'm
bag.
like, wait, parking's not free? What do you,
Yeah.
I'm a local though. And then,
Yeah.
no.
Oh my
I forget where it was. A friend of mine posted, it was like parking prices, or valet price. It was parking prices in the airport for Los Angeles.
Here's your
It
greens,
was like $20
everyone.
or something.
Thank
It was like
you.
20, 37, something like that. It was an extreme price.
Yeah, it's just getting started.
Oh yeah.
That real estate's expensive, man. It's
You guys passed these?
expensive.
I know you got food to eat, but we also have some wonderful guests here, and I'm sure you all might have some questions for them. You have some industry vets at the end of this table. Feel free to ask questions. We'll try to follow the audio till we get the professional mics all hooked up. It'll take us a little bit given the parking situation, the road closures outside. So just, try to follow the conversation and not talk over each other. That'd be great.
What's your definition of a work-life balance?
Uh-oh.
What a
Right?
great question to start.
Uh-oh.
Zach, you want to start?
No. Let's ask the co-owner.
No knives.
I think work-life balance was not it was not part of the vocabulary until like a couple of years ago for me, honestly. I think a lot of the stuff that we talk about today was not part of our vocabulary in general. And so it's still new for me. I think I enjoy so much of what I do that it gets difficult to make that sort of balance.
And the juice.
I made the mistake of like starting to track my sleep and stuff like that. Don't do it. Because it'll tell you that you're not getting enough and then you have to fix it. So now I am, I don't know what to do with this information.
Yeah.
And then
But I don't know. There is a balance. I don't know if it's for I don't know when I'm gonna find it. I mean, you create like what is yours? What is your life balance like?
Okay. See, I actually have an answer. So I love asking questions where I have an answer myself.
I'm ready.
There's no such thing as a work-life balance because if that's the mindset, then work is half of your life.
Yep.
And I refuse to move forward with the idea that work is half of my life. I try to move forward with flexibility. Sometimes work will be 70 and life will be 30, and that's fine because in that moment I'm focused on the grind. And in other moments, it's going to be nothing because mental breakdowns and anxiety exist. So I'm just trying to hear myself and hear my body more and act more in that moment. Sometimes I'll ignore it just because of, you know, money, capitalism, stress. But I always try to never say work life. I always say it's a life balance.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I like that. I like that.
Because like I asked myself that question in 2019 because that was the end of the time when I was in China where I just didn't have a work-life balance. Like I was just working. And you know how you guys know how it is. You get that text at like 11 p.m. or midnight. You have to respond. So there's like never really is a time off. And you drive yourself into a wall. And you just you're not in a mentally good space. And so I thought the next few years was a challenge for me to create that work-life balance. It actually is the hardest part. I appreciate this. I'm parched. The hardest part is trying to find what relaxation is for you. Because for a while at the beginning, I could not sit down and watch a show. I felt like I was unproductive. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. And then I had to like basically be comfortable with taking time off and not answering texts immediately when it's like midnight. Just the moment I did that for myself, I was a lot happier. But then now this year, it's a bit of both. When you're on the grind, or at least when you're not on the grind and you're at the end of the year, you're like, wait, I didn't do as much as I should have. So knowing when you should go like and fully challenge yourself and when not to is going to be a challenge. I think next year I'm going to try and do a little bit more. That's a big thing for me.
Something I had to do was like make sure that I keep the thing that I do for relaxation sacred.
Yeah.
And one of those things was making sure that I don't make some of the games that I love work, even though I'm like, that's the easiest thing because it's the easiest thing to talk about, the easiest thing to make content. Everything can't be content, everything can't be work. And so saying no to that and keeping things sacred is something that I had to learn over time. But, you know, I mean, it's like, there's also a degree of like, we all get to work for ourselves, right? And that is incredibly empowering. It's incredibly freeing when you're putting time in. It's much easier to say, well, I'm putting time in for myself. So then that starts to bleed over to be like, well, I'm working for myself, but it's still work, but I get to do this for myself. So I think figuring that out for ourselves is very, very important.
And something that a lot of people say when they don't understand what we do is like, what do you mean you're tired? You play video games for a living. Like, it's so easy. What are you talking about? And they don't realize that once, because I'm going through this right now, if I'm being fully honest, gaming for me is a job right now. There is not a single game I'm playing right now that I don't stream, that I don't play on YouTube. And it's just because, and I'm the kind of person, like, once I'm hyper fixated on something, I'm hyper fixated on it. But I just don't have something right now. So it's just really unfortunate because I'm in this place where it's just like, when my hobby became my job, now what is filling that hobby space? So something I'm trying to do personally, again, in that life balance situation is find other things besides gaming to enjoy. Like, I really enjoy makeup. I really enjoy cosplay, so I do that as well. But that's expensive. So I'm also trying to find other small things. And I'm pretty young, so I'm very new to this industry. I've only been doing this for 3 years, so really trying to not let it take over my entire life and just really trying to understand, well, where does it fit? Where do I fit? And I don't need to be a gamer all the time. As long as I'm gaming, I'm a gamer, and trying to understand that.
For 3 years, that's incredible. Like, it took me too long to figure that one out. Because me saying the whole watching a show thing was the same thing. Because like League of Legends is my job, but when I play it, a lot of the times it's hard for me to take myself out of it. Because the patch changes happen so frequently. I'm making spreadsheets about like what's good and what isn't, talking to people what's good and what isn't, what I should be talking about. And so like when I'm playing the game, it's hard for me to not see it as a job.
Yeah, it's like what Michael Phelps said. He can never go into a pool without looking for the lines.
Yeah.
He can never.
But to piggyback off of what Kai said about like her, you know, just basically getting started in this, like what advice would you give to somebody who wants to do, you know, the line of work that you all do?
I'd say, for my piece coming in, you're only as good as your plan. So when it comes to something like content creation or something that's like freelance work that's very easy to burn yourself out on if you go all in on it, making first of all your first goal. You always have to have your goals in mind, right? A lot of people go in and they're like, I want to get views, I want to get to monetization. I want to, yeah, that's a great goal. Now let's break it down in achievable ways. Some people set their goals too high, where it's like, man, I didn't meet 1,000 subscribers in my first month or my first quarter or 3 months of trying this. So I'm not winning. But it's like, no, you made 250 followers, and that would have been, if you would have set your goal more reasonably, or a small goal, so you could celebrate a win this year, as opposed to being sad that you didn't meet your goal. You might have had a lot more momentum and a lot of a better disposition moving forward. So, being in a place where you can make goals for yourself. Sometimes it's hard to do when you don't know what you're doing, what goals to make. So talking to people in support groups, there's a million small creators that are like trying to get to that next level, that love to chat about the things that they've had go wrong, or like the issues that they've run into. There's so many, so much availability of just resources for people to be able to tap in. So, making good, meaningful goals for yourself, and then a plan that supports that by quarter one, or, I'm always thinking corporate, because I'm in a corporate world now with my job, but we're gonna do this. If we don't, is it worth continuing on this path? Did I approach it wrong? What did I mess up on?
That's some good advice.
Or am I putting my money in the wrong place? Maybe this isn't even what I should be focused on, and I realize, oh dang, I could have put it over there. Just making those checks. And then by the end of the year, you might be somewhere you said, wow, I finished all my goals. And it kind of is a good that you piggybacked off of her, because now I can piggyback back. It goes into that life balance, because if you know what you're setting out to do every day, every month, every week, every year, once you finish it, that's time for you. Like, that's your you time. Or you could say, now I'm gonna make my goal even harder. I finished it by July. Let me take these next 5 months to try to do something astronomical I couldn't have even expected from myself. And if I don't make it, it's fine. I finished the year early, so, easy flex, it's what it is. But, be as good as your plan. And you got to check that plan a lot and check yourself a lot to make that actually advice that can work. But I say that's your solid foundation.
That was phenomenal advice. I'm going to go back and rewatch this and take notes, because
like she wasn't here to hear it live.
But no, wait. First of all, I have a really bad memory, so I do have to go back and take notes. But that's one thing to point out, is that we get so focused in the numbers, and I'm learning this because I don't really celebrate my wins. Like last year when we did this, I went home and people were like, "You did such a good job," and I'm like, And even now, when people be like, "Oh, Leash, you're doing such a good job, we love you," and I'm just like, nah, because it's just so hard to celebrate your wins when you always have something in your mind. Well, I need to do this. Oh, this didn't do as well as I wanted it to do, or whatever. So what advice would you give people who are super focused on the numbers outside of setting the plans? What mental thing do you do to take yourself out of that, that zone?
I have something, and I'm interested to hear what you guys think, because to your point, I think that's the most important thing, is to set goals. It's also important to track your progress throughout a year. You don't have to do it regularly, every 2 weeks or something. A lot of the times, at least for me, around this time of year, when my work is done, I've done Worlds, I've done the split, it's easy to look back on and feel, if you're naturally ambitious, I failed. I could have done more, I could have done this. You forget about the things that you've already done. But if you track your progress, it's right in front of you. It's in a document, it's in a notebook, it's something that you've looked past on. The things, you can justify some of the things you didn't do, or the things that failed, because you look back and it's oh, that was the context. That was the reason why it happened. It's oh, we just didn't have the manpower or production, or something came up that I had to react to, so I couldn't hit this goal. Or another thing is, it's no, actually, this is where I was at the beginning of the year. The growth that I've had throughout this year has been incredible. For me, I remember back in 2016 where I thought I was a god-awful caster. I just came in as coach, I thought I'd be great. I was I have all the game knowledge, but my ability to present that game knowledge in a concise manner, awful. So I had to think about it year by year. Short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals. And my long-term goals is really hard to track because, it's easy to go out throughout the year and not really know what you've accomplished. So to answer it quickly is, I think just having a document or having something that you can track back throughout your year when you're feeling that type of way, just to remember that. Because I think being ambitious, I think, is important, but being too ambitious is going to be is going to be harmful. Because then you'll just never really think of anything as a win.
And I said it to somebody earlier. I said, we're all in content. You have videos. It seems silly, but have one of your friends, or we have a lot of editor friends and things like that, throw them some money or whatever, and have them make a little reel or something of you. Because we don't, when we make that of ourselves, we always do it from that critical place. If somebody just gives you a package of the things you did in the year and it's something to smile back at, you be like, man, I really did that. So it's a cute little gift.
And just left in a folder somewhere because I hated it.
I just can't do it.
Right, but somebody that's not you will put some crazy moments in. You be over there crying in December, like, man, look at all the things I did. And anytime you feeling low or in your, you know, in your feels.
Word. You have an editor friend, give them some money. Please pay your editors, y'all.
God.
So really quickly, oh no, go ahead, Martin.
Can I add? A friend of mine and I, shout out to Big Boss Bose. We've been talking.
Bose, yeah.
She's the best. We've been talking about why we have problems celebrating our wins, and I think that looking deep inside and figuring that out is a really, really good place to start, because you are going to have so many wins, and you will continue to have wins.
Because I'm already sad that this is the last day.
You got no excuses today.
Oh,
But on your note about numbers, I would remember what this feels like. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7 people, and a few other people here. This is absolutely enough. The conversations that we're gonna have today at this table with 7 people is gonna be incredible. The amount of fun that you've had with 4 people, remember what that feels like, because I don't know what 1 million people feels like.
Right.
But it's 10 people in a small party, 2 people having lunch. That is visceral to me. I know what that feels like. I know what it means. I know the conversations that can happen in a small group like this. I don't know what speaking to 2 million people or 1,000 people is like, but I would remember these moments and remember that this is absolutely enough. Everything else is a cherry on top.
I really feel like I'm about to tear up. Why are
I
you
love
doing
that
this?
you said that.
Yeah, why are you doing this to me?
That was really beautiful.
I'm a
way to put
Cancerian.
it.
It came out of a lot of trauma, that's for sure. I mean, it's true. Being like, yes. It came out of a lot of like being unhappy when the numbers were there and being like, what? I got it, and now what?
It's so hard to like in this industry to like feel your value in the space when value is determined by other people in numbers.
Yeah.
So
Because it's like, I was talking about this the other day. It's like, once you make it, because when you first start, you're like, man, I can't wait till I have 100 viewers in here. And then when you get the 100 viewers, you have people, well, that's not enough. And then you're like, man, I can't wait to get to 200 viewers. And then you have the 200 viewers, and you have companies like, well, we only want to pay you $50 for this. And it's like it seems like it's just never enough. You know, when 200 people, you're getting 200 viewers a night in Twitch, you're basically, it's like a little concert every night. People come to you, and that's how you got to look at it. Yeah.
I think Raz can be somebody that kind of piggybacks off this. Kind of speaks like when you're in a competitive ladder for a game, right? You get to that top 1%, and you're feeling like, yeah, I'm up here. You know, I should be good. And you start to see what it's like as you get even more past where you're at, and you're like, wow. Like, I didn't know that, like, somebody 2 people away from me, theoretically, if you look at a leaderboard, it's that level, you know? So, yeah, that 1% is such an interesting number, you know? From getting from, it's like the RuneScape leveling system. 1 to 92 is great, and then 92 to 99 is gonna take you, like, as long as it took you to get there. Yeah. So, you know, you just gotta stay encouraged. End of the day, we stay encouraging each other, stay having those important talks and checking in with each other, you know? Check on your friends, make sure, you know, that person that just went away on their quiet season isn't just, you know, really gone on a quiet season, you know. Make sure that they still have that light in them, and if there's a way that you can help to bring them back, you know what I'm saying, bring them back towards what at the end of the day we all have this bug to create, this bug to produce, this bug to interact with people from our gaming community and things like that. So try to find out ways to pull them back to that, because that's a savior.
To add to that, it's a marathon. It is not a sprint. And Glozell, I mean, honestly, you are a legend.
Legend.
You're an absolute legend.
There we go.
Thank you.
And I think that it is such a testament that you're here today. I think it's a testament that you started when you started, when it was not a career path. It was not a viable thing where people go, oh, that's interesting, you make YouTube videos. It must be something that's gonna blow up. You started when it was seen as something that was tossed to the side, but something in you said, there's an industry here, there's something that you're drawn to, and you saw that, and that's a gut feeling that I think creators inherently have, and it's really important to nurture that. and remember that sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's fringe. Sometimes it's not what is going to be mainstream. And then, who knows? Maybe it'll catch on. And it did. And I think it is something that we get so bogged down by the numbers and people doing these big things over here, and we get, you know, like format. I heard something called format FOMO this week, and I can't get it out of my head, where it's like you're on one lane and then you see another lane, you're like, well, maybe I'll toss myself over there. But that one lane that got you there is your gut feeling of what felt right. So just remember that. Everything is going to try to tear you off of that road.
Yep.
But you're here for a reason, because you put yourself on that road. And it is a long one. Every year I thought that I was gonna be like, oh, this is it. Someone's gonna be like, go get a real job, get out of here. Since 2010, I have felt like there is gonna be someone that's gonna tear me away from this and say, go do something that's normal. Every year I'm like, I'm still doing this, and we're still here.
So that feeling never goes away.
Nope.
No.
Okay, I thought it was just me.
But it's not, but at the same time, it's a blessing, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if any of us were born 30 years before we were born, we would not be sitting at this table.
Yeah.
We would not be doing this today. We wouldn't be getting to do a production in a HyperX arena. Like, none of this would be here. And so remember how, I mean, it's incredible. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this, we get to do this as our jobs, you guys. I mean, it's like, what?
It's insane. People about like definitely paved the way for me, because I remember being in university, probably my lowest point personally, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Well, I knew what I wanted to do, but I was afraid of the criticism from family, because I was like, I want to go into political science, but like my parents were like, that ain't gonna make money. Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm Ethiopian. Oromo.
Yep, there it is.
You knew? Oh, what are you?
No, I'm Black American.
Okay.
You looked Ethiopian.
Okay, then there he is. As in, like, every time I meet somebody, it's either Somali or Ethiopian, they know. When I get into an Uber or a driver and I know that person's Somali, Ethiopian, that conversation's coming.
The African parents, it makes sense.
Yes, and so, like, definitely from a university standpoint, I felt like I was limited. I was limiting myself, to be fair. I was like, I need to go down this one path where my parents accept it, but I knew deep down in my heart I didn't enjoy it. I was not in a good place for that. But at the same time, I was watching a stream. I was watching League of Legends at the time when I was in university, either when I was at school working, or it was like late night working on an essay, but on the screen it was just a League of Legends match. And I was writing on it, because I was like, first of all, in my mind, I need to work on my resume, because like if I'm gonna get a job somewhere doing whatever that I probably hate, I'm gonna start somewhere. So I was working on my writing a blog about League, and then suddenly people took interest in it, and then it turned into like, hey, do you want to come on to this like podcast show? This has like maybe like 10 viewers, who knows? Sure. And then it just snowballed quickly into something that's like, oh, would you like to be a volunteer analyst? Why not? And then I had to have a conversation with my parents when they wanted to fly me out to Los Angeles to coach a team. I lied to my mama. I said I had an internship for some tech company. She was like, okay, go for it. And I told my dad, because my dad was a lot more lenient. I told him what I was actually doing. And he was like, all right, do what you want to do. Don't tell my mama I told you that. I was like, all right, I won't tell her anything. And I just that's when it started. And I wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't for the people before me, honestly.
Did you ever tell your mom? Did you lie to her?
No, so if she sees any of this content, that's how she's gonna find out. Honestly, she must have found out at some point, because after I came back from an international event, my older sister was showing her videos. So at some point she found out I was lying to her. But when she found out I was on a big stage with a lot of people, she accepted it pretty
And then when
quickly.
you're too successful for her to be mad.
Yeah, exactly. But she's always gonna keep asking, when you're gonna come back home, to stay home, maybe go back to finish a university degree and all that. So I was like, I'll come back at some point.
Academia lives forever.
Exactly.
This is, like you said, such a perfect moment we've gotten to be on the rock, where this technology exists and there's people hanging out with us right now, and the operators that have the mind to do it and put all these things together. So, man, so lucky to have gotten this meal with y'all and have y'all here at the HyperX Arena with me. This is my spot, so anytime y'all are here, hit me up and I'll make sure y'all get spoiled here. So,
I like it, definitely. I'm so excited to be here because, you know, like last year I won the Queued Up Challenge.
Oh, it's that.
And they did the show, the Twitch show, at an arena in LA. But they were like telling us, they were like, "Oh man, we wish we could do it at the one in Vegas because it's so much better."
It's the only place to do a lot of shows. But that's me tooting my own horn.
I remember 2018 All Stars for it was here. It was bopping. I got to see one of my favorite
Did you
players.
get to have a drink with Faker?
Oh no, but I got to take a picture with MLXG.
Okay,
That's all I needed. I was good after that.
Man, that was.
I have a question. Do you guys ever feel like you've had throughout your path and your journey that you've had to like dilute yourself to appease brands?
Before you answer that question, please eat. A lot of y'all are not eating. And I'm just watching. I'm watching y'all answer this question. I'm like, please eat. I'm begging.
We all eating. Honestly, I've always been in the mind. I'm always gonna wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm always gonna have to be authentic, because if somebody doesn't want the authentic me, there's gonna be a point down the road where I burn them, you know, or I get so unhappy that everybody gets burned. You know what I'm saying? So I just always try to keep it super a buck, like, you know, and people honestly really enjoy that if it's coming from an authentic place and coming from a controlled place. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of media training. I did a lot of work with Veld Entertainment. I don't know if you know who this is. They do like live entertainment shows like Disney on Ice and Marvel Universe Live and all those big arena shows for the kids. And it was a big part to be able to go out to the news stations and chat with people. So, you know, it might have something akin to a phone voice in certain situations, but in general, be yourself. Like, don't feel like you can't be urban, like you can't be, you know, your background, your whatever it is. Like, lean into that, because that's the thing that's gonna cut you apart from everybody else once you get to the top in a way too, because everybody starts becoming good. Everybody's able to do what we do at a high level. What do you do though? You know, and that's only what comes from your heart, from your light. So lean into that, put it on your sleeve, and just protect it, maybe, you know, when you have to. But in general, like, when you get in that space and you operate in that space, you're gonna bring so many things around you that are just so in line with what you already have in your heart. So it's gonna be perfect.
I had to roll back a little bit. It was mostly because I think.
Well, you were in China too, doing things like Chinese audience and things.
That's true too. But I think the one thing that I had to roll back a lot, and this is just better for life, honestly. I think generally I just cussed too much, so I rolled that back easily. I was reminded when I was getting hired initially. This is in Australia. That in my social media I may have said the N-word too many times. It's like that was just something I said too. So I was like, okay, that's fine. It was like, it's not a problem, but just like I was like, okay, that understood. So just like, I think just being like, when you're presenting yourself the best way, when you're representing a company and stuff like that, I understood that. That makes sense.
It's also a skill to be able to turn it on and off.
Yes.
And it's a learned skill, and once you have it, it's incredible to be able to be like, okay, you know the parameters of this or this brand, and then you do it. But sorry to cut you off.
But no, you're right. So that was a lesson that I learned very quickly, because you know, you come in as a gamer with friends, and a lot of the times, like, when you realize I had this experience when I was in China, because like with my brothers or anything like that, I just like, you know, sneaking in.
Yeah.
But then when it flies on broadcast, I was like, oh. Never again. Oh, my bad. Never again.
I thought that was like kind of left unsaid. You know, with my chat, yeah. You know, keep it a buck, but also keep it PC.
That's the thing. I have to weed that out.
Millions of dollars on the line for these dogs. So
I weeded that out. Now, much more presentable. But that's a good life lesson. That's it. So that's something to answer the question that I just worked on. That's it.
I'm a people pleaser, and I found over time that because I took pride in being able to like be the entertainer that you know, any brand can come to me, I started feeling like I was a blank canvas and I was losing myself. And that was a really, really hard thing to like have to recalibrate, because I started kind of being like analogous to like whatever brand voice they wanted, and then I started to lose my own. And so something to remember, there are so many pitches that go out to brands that may not be directly what they first pitched, but it's because they're not any one of us. And so of course they wouldn't have thought of it, but I think that any one of us are in our positions because we've pushed some sort of boundary. So if you're working with a company, remember you're allowed to sort of tiptoe around what they want and say, well, this is how I want to bring this my voice into it, and if it works, fantastic, and if it doesn't, there will be more.
Right.
Again, it's a marathon. I always had a very short-sighted mentality for a very, very long time, where it's like, I gotta get anything that's coming to me because it's gonna be taken away from me. And so it was very, very short-sighted. And then once I realized that 2 years became 5 years, became 10 years, and I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna just get ripped away from me. It's not gonna stop. That's when I was able to take a breath and say, well, I need to recalibrate and understand what I want to bring to the table. So, yeah, don't lose yourselves.
Thank you. I guess, sometimes it's hard. Like, you compare yourself a lot to everybody else that's in the industry. So it's hard. It's easy to lose sight of who you are, maybe trying to imitate somebody in a position that you want to be in.
Yeah.
And that's a privilege, because when I started, there was nobody else that you look at that you're trying to strive to be for. Like, there was no path. There was no path. So to be here and people, and like, there was no Twitch. There was barely YouTube.
Cat videos.
And people, yes, and babies and like blueberries, like there's and Charlie bit my finger, like that was just that was it. Charlie, they're like 30 years old now. But anyway,
oh my goodness,
no, they're grown. I'm saying, so this is to see how it's grown so much. Like, I am older. I started on a typewriter. Like, y'all never had school with the typewriter. Then here comes computers, and then oh my goodness, like look, it took me a long time to go. This is the vehicle that, because the vehicle wasn't there, I always thought television. Yeah. But now, YouTube and Vine, and then Vine went away. So you always feel like, oh my goodness, anything. They change up things all the time. Mm-hmm. So to be here, and a compliment to you ladies, it was like, we are in the same spot. I've been in it a long time, and we're here. Mm-hmm. And that's amazing.
We're here together. We're here together.
But now, yeah.
And there is no playbook. I mean, you started chapter 1 of the playbook, Lozo, but it's not finished yet. It's like we are literally writing it every single day, and every content creator, every community member, like, we're still figuring out what all of this literally is and where it's going. It changes so quickly, like you said, because I mean, it's like, it's still the Wild West, and I think that's like the same thing with gaming. Gaming is now mainstream. Yeah. Esports is getting it to be mainstream. Most people understand that gaming is kind of inevitable in people's lives. Yep. It's a household sort of discussion, but there's no playbook yet. We can't go, okay, now it's gonna go here. In 5 years, I guarantee you it'll be here. We're still paving the way, so enjoy it and understand just how much you are able to give to and contribute, because you are, just by being yourselves and being out there, you are already contributing.
And the way to never get scared of losing it all in a way is just continue to add skills to yourself. Even today, continue to read books, continue to find out new things and new paths that you might really enjoy walking down. Go for a hike, go do all that other stuff that you did to get to this point.
I just found out that I really like paintball.
And then you're gonna get yourself some paintball on.
I like paintball a lot. So.
Yes, it's fun. Oh my gosh, it's so
it's fun. It's like a rush.
It is like a rush.
Oh my gosh,
you're gonna be out there serious.
Dude, if you start playing with the teenagers, I hate paintball because every time I have a rental and the teenagers have these like crazy locked up equipment, and oh man. I'm like, can I just borrow it? Dude, can I be on your team? Yeah.
It's real life Splatoon stuff.
Yeah. Listen, as long as you don't cheat like everybody else did today.
The truth comes out.
Let them hear it.
And we're just making rules up as we go.
Not the house monopoly
All of a
rules.
sudden, it's a twerk off to get a point. Where did that even come from?
Oh wow. Yeah, I do like the idea of trying new stuff. I feel like that's something that has allowed me to grow a lot more. I remember when, like, back in COVID times, I was like, okay, I have a lot of free time now. I started learning chess, and it felt like, for whatever reason, learning chess and the process of it, it made me understand how to communicate kind of like certain strategies in League or the game that I was working on. And another thing too, I think recently, this year, I started doing the hosting duties, kind of expanding myself a lot because I put myself in a position where I'm like, oh, I'm a color caster and I'm an analyst, right?
Yep.
But then when you start learning other skills, and I've been interviewing people, it's like at first I'm like, okay, my interviews suck. That's the honest truth. But then after you go week to week, you get a lot better at it, and it feels like once your interviewing skills get better, you're asking people questions that lights them up. It's like, wait, that just is a genuine life skill that I can engage people in. But I don't know them at all. Like for instance, you go to a party, never met somebody in your life. How do I talk to them? Suddenly you have a few questions.
We need to talk because I don't do small talk.
She don't
very
do small
well.
talk. When we was at that after party, she's like, Leash, come here. I can't small
I need a
talk.
wingman for small talk. It's not my strong suit at all. I hate it.
It's tough.
It's I feel like sometimes it's like I
Where
don't
you
care
from?
what your
Where
day
you
was
live?
like
So what do you
today.
do? Where do you live?
Because I feel like whenever you do small talk, I feel like it's like very generic stuff, and it's like I don't know. I want to learn about like what do you wake up thinking about?
But
in the
my
morning?
thing is, I
Like-
always say that small talk leads to the big talk. You gotta warm them up before you start asking what they want, their deepest fears.
I want to
How's your
know.
childhood?
You walk up to somebody, what's your deepest fears?
Oh no! So your brother.
That's weird.
Oh no.
How's that relationship? No, where do you live at?
In Miami.
In Miami? Okay.
I live in Florida. Yeah, I was born and raised in Florida. Both my parents are Jamaican. To attest to what you were saying, like from coming from black but Jamaican household,
Yeah.
my parents hated me doing this forever until I got a check that they couldn't deny.
Black
this
American
was-
parents are the same.
Yeah,
Because
that's
my
what I'm saying.
parents, they don't even know how to describe my job. So they're just like, she makes enough money to not ask us for money. And I'm like, you're right.
That's a black
I
experience.
would say, as someone who is a Generation Zer here, surprisingly, my parents were not like that.
That's blessed.
It really, truly is. I studied TV and film in college, and my mom wanted me to be a lawyer because she knows I love to talk a lot and I love winning conversations. So, and I don't know. Once the pandemic started, I just started streaming because no one was hiring, and I literally went to my mom and I said, "Mom, I'm just gonna order a bunch of stuff on Amazon. 30-day return policy. If it doesn't work out, we're gonna return it all, and that's fine." I never saw myself on camera. I was the kind of person that watched people play games. I didn't play games. And the first stream, Mario Kart. And literally, I remember going to my mom's room and saying, "You have a knack for this." She literally said, "The way you enjoyed the game brought in the engagement." She was like, "You have a knack for this." So I will say, I think as technology is opening up, and honestly, it might be because of the fact that I am Generation Z, and I did grow up with technology, that I did have an easier time communicating that with my parents and what it is. They still can't tell me what it is. I tell them, just say I play video games for a living. I do much more than that, but it's just easier that way. Even my grandma's just like, what I tell people, I'm like, don't worry about grandma.
These parents are on TikTok more than us now.
That's what I'm saying.
They're consuming it, so that I can see why. Like, yes, I got big homies, big bosses, and
Listen.
I'm on that TikTok 6 hours a night, man. I'm like, what? I said, how?
I'm not even on TikTok.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I go check a little bit here and there for some.
I made a ticky tack today. That's why I said.
My mom calls every system a Nintendo. Every single system is a
Never sold her a
Nintendo.
Coke.
A
It does not
PlayStation,
matter.
Nintendo. Xbox, Nintendo. It's all Nintendo.
Her connection with games was literally playing Super Mario, and every time Mario jumped, that controller's jumping too. Every moment.
It was motion control before motion control was a thing.
Oh no, not motion
That's the
control.
same thing.
With parents, though, I've come to realize that it's like they're worried.
Yeah.
You know, it comes out of worry, and then it comes out of also not knowing how to describe it.
Yeah.
And it's a thing that I guess, I don't know, I'm not a parent, but
I'm a parent.
is it important to be able to say this is what my kid does? Because I feel like,
No.
I don't know, the only
But
time...
I'm also a young parent. Like I'm a young, like I'm in line with like her parents probably more, like where I know the unknown is usually what is the next thing. You know what I'm saying? These kids, they know what's next before we do. You know, I'm listening to the kids like, what are you all on? What are you guys saying? What's you know, or they're playing a game. What meta are you guys running? Because us old heads, we get in our quagmire. We get jaded. We get, you know, we have so much information in our heads sometimes that you get to these kids where they've learned nothing but Fortnite since they were 4. Like, and that kid, he knows more than Fortnite about me. He might not be able to articulate it well, and I might not be able to articulate to somebody what he does well, but I'm not, hey, this dude is assassin. He a hired killer. He will take care of any lobby. Watch out, you know?
I'm a parent too. My daughter, she's actually turning 14 in December.
Yeah. It is December.
Oh shit!
It's December 1st. It's the first of the month.
Don't pay their rent.
Oh my god! I gotta pay the rent when I get back home. Let's not talk about bills. Golly, but no, like my daughter, like I
That's a good
basically
reminder.
trying to be what I wanted to see when I was younger. Cause growing up, you don't really see too many black women. Well, when we were coming up, before the internet, for real. You didn't really see too many black girls doing this, and if they did it in the privacy of their own home. So I like that now she gets to see so many black women gaming, and it's a norm, you know, whereas before, and even black people in general, like, whereas before, you know, we weren't a thought, you know, so now we're making waves, and I'm just trying to make sure, you know, she understands the internet safety and stuff, and I allow her to come onto my streams and talk, you know, because this is, and especially when she gets older, this is going to be a completely different industry. There's going to be so many more jobs. So I'm raising her to be like, if you want to do this, she said she wanted to be a photographer, so I'm buying her an expensive camera for her birthday. Yay. But like, I'm like, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Like, I will support you no matter what. But if it don't work out, you're gonna have to get some sort of job. But listen, I was a waitress bartender for 10 years, okay? If you're gonna be a photographer, you're going to do something else to make a little bit of money though, you know? So, but yeah, like, I'm not shoving college down her throat, because not everybody wants to go to college, you know, and not, first of all, I always thought it was a bad idea to send kids right after high school to do something that they think they want to do for the rest of their life. You know, I like to advocate for more people to change their mind when they get a little older, because we live in a society, and I think I said this before, where people think after you're 25, you might as well go dig a ditch and just lay in it, you know. So I started late in this. I started streaming when I was like 27, 28. I'm 34 now. Yeah. So I'm really advocating for us to stop looking, one, at 30-year-olds like we're the crypt keeper, you know.
30 to 20.
Right, exactly. And for more older people to just come in, especially black older people, to just come in. And we're not old.
I'm the black
It's
older
like,
people.
I keep saying older.
I started at 50.
Exactly. Anybody can start
51.
gaming at any age. And I like that this show has so many different, you know, ages
I can't
of
wait to
women.
watch her play Smash today.
Oh yeah, y'all, it's gonna be so funny.
I need that.
You're gonna be on the bike.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's like, don't you think old was vernacular wise, like it was put into place when people were like dying much earlier?
Exactly.
Like at 40, people were like, okay, well that's over the hill. Like I don't think 50 is like, I mean, that's, you're gonna have so many more chapters,
Right.
you know. And to your point about jobs, I think that we're gonna have so many more chapters in all of our lives. Like 10 years with all the technology that we have, all of the changes that happen so fast, everything that we've seen in our lifetime already. 10 years today versus the next 10 years, it's going to be so different.
Yep.
Who knows if any of us are going to be doing what we're doing right now?
That's true.
It'll probably be something else, you know, and we're going to continue sort of going with the times, because I mean, that's why any of us are here. That's why any of you watching are here, because you are changing with whatever society is going along with. So it's like, I don't know. Those constraints are, it's old.
Yeah.
I don't know. We should be changing it.
100%. I think I've heard enough from people who, like filmmakers, actors, that have said that they've found success when they were 40 or something. Like
They start there.
Yes, and that changes minds. In fact, kind of, at least in gaming, it's been a similar conversation where a lot of organizations, like, if a player gets to 25, that's too old for them, right? Like, that's crazy to me. That's always been insane to me. Where there are players like Doublelift, Reckless that can, at least for Doublelift's sake, he's like 30. But the fact that he's 30 and he's able to still be the best player in his position speaks volumes. Because then that's people just coming in with a random restriction about how old you can be to perform, and when it's basically too long for you to like. When is it wraps for you? When do you lose your motivation? Like, for me, at least for me, I think as long as you find interest in what you're doing, as long as you care enough to constantly push for it day after day, and just of course grow with times, I think you're still ready to continue to like be great. So I think the age restrictions that are currently happening right now in esports is stupid. It makes no sense, and people are currently changing their minds, but it's taking too long. So I think that's the change that's currently happening right now. But it's also happening in like all industries, honestly.
Do y'all ever think about like streaming when you're like 60 or 80, and then people being in your community being like, I've been watching you for 40 years.
Oh my goodness.
Do you ever think about that? It messes me up sometimes because I'm like, I think the way I see it, I think when I'm in an old folks home, I think there's gonna be a streamer room. And I think there's gonna be just a bunch of people still streaming. Like can you imagine?
No, for real, that's real.
Right?
They already got the Wheeze in there.
Our generation's gonna still be coming into the HyperX arena and being like,
They gonna paint the wall green, and call it a day. They got a nurse just in case somebody pops off too hard.
I know, right? Somebody's raging.
I got a 360.
It messes me up, but at the same time, there's something kind of cool and beautiful about it.
I mean, look at the show Golden Girls. They were on their 40s when they made that show. I don't know no 40-year-olds that look like that today.
That's a testament as well. Oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
It kind of goes back to, oh my gosh, I forgot what you said. Oh, I had a good thought, but you know.
I have a question for you guys.
Just like good thoughts go.
Just a quick question, because like for me, I'm broadcasting, and so for broadcast, I know when I'm starting the show, when I'm ending the show, and I'm on for it, and it can get tiring at times. But then when I start streaming, I don't know how you guys can do it. I go 4 hours in, I'm out of energy. like I'm parched because I've been talking. Like I'm just completely drained, and that's just 4 hours on a stream.
That's kind of my cap too.
Yeah.
Unless I'm with other people, if I'm by myself, I burn through it real quick.
So my question is like, how do people do it for 8 hours a day? Like,
it's a personality type.
Yeah, because like I feel like I would need a break after just one streaming session like that. And then you guys already talked about earlier on in the day, just like your mentality around growing viewership or like lower viewership, just like the mental health aspect of it. I don't know how, like I would struggle with that. And I feel like people look to me as a professional, like, no, I can't do that. Or at least I would have to work towards it.
Well, I think the way I approach it, because I full-time stream.
Yeah.
I only stream for 4 hours because I feel like my energy could be used in other places, right? So basically how I do it is I'll stream for 4 hours, I'll take my clips, I put them on my different social media sites or whatever, so that way I can draw more people back into my stream. And I take my VOD and I put it on YouTube, so that way I could get some money for it. So it's like I use my energy. I don't understand. They even said like you're not really supposed to be sitting there talking to people for 8 hours. You know, well, I mean, if you're at work, but it's like it's a waste of time after a certain point.
Smarter
you know,
time being spent, right?
Yeah, you have to spend. You gotta work smart, not hard. And I did not leave the restaurant industry to talk to people for 8 to 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I love y'all cool, but I got stuff to do, and I want to be present. Like I want to spend more time with my daughter, like my family, my friends. I want to actually enjoy games off stream, you know, because it becomes work. I remember when I first started doing this full time, I used to sit at my computer and I just couldn't do it. Like I couldn't play games that I love. Thank God I have a Steam Deck now. So now I can lay in the bed and play games. So, you know, that's how I approach it. Like I'm not about to sit up here and talk to people for 8 hours. That is not my jam. So if you stream for 4 hours, actually that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, that is perfectly fine.
Hello, what's your stream schedule like right now?
My stream schedule is with them.
She don't stream.
It seems like all the time. It's like 24/7 with these young ladies right here.
Oh my God. If it was 24/7 with you, I would have went to jail by now.
I know I would.
She's y'all see how she acted today. She a mess. In a good way.
She love y'all.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yes. Excellent.
No, I think that's right. Like that 4 or 6 hours is really wise. Like, because it's so much more than just being on camera. Like you also need to do that part which you're doing, which sometimes can lead to the burnout because that can become difficult, especially if you start producing the YouTube videos and you start really like getting in there. It gets crazy. So I like that. I would do sometimes like big events, but I'd always make it be a planned out. Like I do 24-hour events pretty frequently, like at least twice a year. I do a 24-hour event. This energy, high energy, the whole time. I'd bring in other small streamer guests, feature them. I'd like cut their little Discord out, like the video, and like put it on. So and we play a game together, like Human Fall Flat or Fall Guys or whatever. We just like hang out for an hour. I'd interview them, kind of, have them come with their community and things like that. But give something away in their name. So like if I ever did do a long stream, it was jam packed. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a million things to do. We go an hour by hour off the.
I ain't doing of nothing on my channel. So all the people who is in Leash Capiche chat, I love y'all, but no 24 hours of anything. Okay.
We gonna get the community goal going.
Oh no!
100,000 points at least. Gonna get the whole 24-hour experience.
With a team on her side too.
Yeah. I'll be a feature for 3 hours. Charge you up. I'll get you from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. That's your boy.
I like sleep. That's why on the little GIF thing that we got, right back screen or whatever, I'm sleep.
You slept?
Nice. I'm
So respect.
It's really cute. Right, exactly. So, we asked, what's your like how long do you stream when you do stream? And why do you stream for that long?
So when I first started, I used to stream for like 8 to 10 hours.
There it is.
I streamed for 8 to 10 hours for like months, and then eventually it went down to like 3 hours. Now I think it's anywhere between like 3 and 4 hours. I feel like that's a sweet spot because after the third hour, I'd be looking at the thing like, damn, it's only been 3 hours.
I could be extroverted, but like at heart, I'm a bit of an introvert, and like the talking for so long, I'd be like, oh, y'all still here? Y'all still watching?
Honestly, this is kind of, I enjoy it, but this is kind of hard. Like I'm learning, to keep up, and because this is kind of like a new experience. You're taking the nerds from their desk and making them play paintball and be in the car and driving or whatever, but wrestle and stuff. But it's teaching me that you do have to like allocate your energy wisely, especially when you're doing. Because being social is activeness, right? Like I think people don't really consider like talking to other people. You give energy,
Your brain.
and you're using your brain. Keeping up a conversation is hard, okay? So
Everybody in chat is saying 24-hour streams are great.
There it is.
That's what I'm saying. Tell them some. 24
hours.
5GR 24 hours.
No, absolutely
Let's
not.
make it challenge.
Next challenge. Zach's having an aneurysm over there.
I'm not even listening to you.
5GR.
They want to do a 5GRV 24-hour stream.
Oh, that's easy.
No.
Come on, that's easy. Let's go 48.
Oh, please.
Okay.
I can last longer than them. I'm good.
Oh, we
I just
know.
gotta act like I can do it, and then they'll put it.
Zach's getting cocky.
I can't do it.
Absolutely not.
Well, y'all want to see the place? You guys got to see the main arena, but can I take you around the spot?
Yes.
You guys got that? Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's do it. Let's start in the front, I guess. That's probably the best way to start the place out, yeah?
I'm ready.
Don't touch
And
anything.
who's been here before?
I've been here once before.
Mari's been here. That's it? That's Mari? Y'all never been here?
No.
She's in Miami. Where you visit?
Atlanta.
Atlanta?
LA.
In LA? And where you living at? In Austin. Oh, yeah, you said you with me. Well, front of the spot is this one. Let's head to the front. Well, this place finished up in 2018 is when they opened up the HyperX Arena. Back then, I believe it was just called Esports Arena Las Vegas back then. It didn't have this HyperX licensing on it, but HyperX eventually picked up the licensing. This isn't a HyperX facility. Allied Esports actually owns this facility, owns and operates it. It's kind of like a local Las Vegas company. publicly traded company.
Close
We're
down.
already breaking
I
stuff.
said don't touch that.
Don't break my stuff.
Oh my God.
But yeah, 2018 is when we officially opened our doors and things like that. We've gotten to host crazy tournaments, Mr. Beast Ninja, like Raz said, League of Legends All-Stars, after party events, all types of really amazing things. Oh, what's up? A lot of people think this area here, I'll let y'all pass through, but they think this area here is the arena, and they never really expect that big arena in the back. So we get a lot of people that come up here, they play games, purchase some playtime and things like that. Locals get a really good deal, so you see a lot of locals. We have 4090 computers with like i9 13900 KFs, 64 gigs of RAM. Like they're decked out industry baby computers, so people will come out here often to play their games from the community. Tourists as well, they're away from their setup. It's like, okay, I can play Valorant at 500 FPS. Let me come into the HyperX arena. So
I did not
this is
think
our
it
main
was
area, arena area. You see, we also had some other properties around the world, some other flagship locations, but I'll take y'all up here to the rotunda.
I used to play League of Legends.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But I was too toxic, so I stopped.
Honestly, that's the path of every person. It happens. I've been.
This actually used to be an old LAX before it actually got turned from the nightclub into the arena. So you will kind of feel some remnants of that nightclub energy and things like that. But this sculpture here is a one-of-a-kind controller sculpture. It was placed here. The man who owns Esports Arena, shout out Tyler. Somebody had asked him if they wanted him to put it at one of his arenas in LA, but he had said no. I have a brand new spot in Vegas that I want to be built, and this sculpture would go perfectly in this rounded area they have. So this whole thing here that you see is a one-of-a-kind esports sculpture. Probably one of the biggest draws here. Everybody from the grandmas to the 3-year-olds like love when they get to come see this. It reminds everybody of some journey that they've had with gaming. You can see also we just got the F1 simulators down there, so we got dropped off a bunch of F1 simulators when they had their events. They just gave those to us as they had a little party and things like that, so we're just getting them all set up. If you do come to the HyperX after kind of seeing this, we'll have a little form waiver for people to sign so they can jump on the simulators as well. So super exciting stuff. We got a bar up here. I said it was a nightclub, so there's plenty of capabilities to drink. This is kind of like that upstairs area from where we were just eating down there for perspective for y'all for stream. But you know, we sit comfortably around 600 people inside of this arena. We've held some big events where lines are all the way down out at the Luxor casino floor because everybody wants to come and be a part of what we're brewing up. But offices, kind of, you know, where we hold a bunch of our people that do esports tournaments and things like that. We've got the VIP rooms. Each of these VIP rooms are totally viable. People use them for bachelor parties and things like that, birthday parties, just celebrations, and a way to get a private place to game out here. So you guys can definitely go peep inside of there real quick. There's some really unique art on the walls. I know Raz will like this first painting here. Some OG League of Legends character sprites. Yeah, those OG League of Legends characters.
That's beautiful.
Man. A lot of those characters have been very visually changed in the years. So
it's true.
it's kind of like, yeah, it's really nice.
Who the hell is this?
That looks like Dota.
That's a.
I think that has to be Dota.
Yeah, that's not even. That's not even Mundo.
I forget his name actually.
At least it looks the same. Tico looks the same.
Yes. I would say that's Alistar, but I'm not sure it's too realistic of a bull. It's too realistic.
This is cool. Y'all got a heater in here?
Y'all keep it chilly.
No, all those 4090s, you know, we can't let those graphics cards overheat, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out Omen for putting all these beautiful PCs in here, man. They definitely crazy that we got this upgrade. We just recently got those new computers in here too, but they've been really nice to us. We did a big Omen showcase where we had about 12 tournaments of games, like 600 people in here going crazy. Where it was a lot of tournaments, a lot of prize money, a lot of swag and merch and things like that. So really just, I get to live my dream every day out here, the events that we do and the different kind of people that we get to host like y'all and things like that. It's really a special spot.
Really a playground.
It is, right? It is the playground. Well, the other VIP rooms are just the same, very similar. They're all basically mirrors of each other.
Oh, that one has overlap.
We use them a lot of times for like, for doing big events. We use them like green rooms or places to hold the players, things like that, so that they can find a good way to the stage. A lot of my favorite stuff comes more on this back end though. Hi, Miss Carrie. She's hiding. No, we're live. Carrie, hi. Hi.
Hello. Come back.
To support
Oh wow.
a lot of the things that you see going on the front side, we have a very extensive back end. This is our front of house PCR. We just finished an event yesterday, so please excuse my mess. Oh my goodness. We just finished a pretty big event. We started a culture jam where we got live bands coming out here and mixing gaming, music, art, and just community all together. So this is kind of where I made my claim to fame here. I was in the caster booth doing a lot of League of Legends, Super Smash Bros. Commentary, things like that. And we still do a bunch of commentary, a bunch of different things. Most recently, I think we had like Avali, who was hanging out with y'all earlier this week in here, had Captain Flowers. They were doing some League of Legends stuff. We get a lot of client events, things like that. It's really just a turnkey solution for a lot of esports things, so we get a lot of really awesome people coming through. It's a really nice light work.
Were you talking about this?
Raz, you back at home, bro?
Yes, I am. This is a great room.
Yeah?
Yeah. I actually love this place.
Okay, this is what we're going to, they have way more characters than what you did in the car.
Yeah. You gonna play Sora.
Or Kirby.
She don't know.
No,
Play Yoshi. Yeah, play Yoshi.
Oh, you play Yoshi? Oh, good.
No,
Good.
she don't play
That's
anything, but she
don't-
like the color green, so we gotta find
You
her.
gonna play Yoshi?
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's
Yep.
perfect.
What's the hardest character? We need to put somebody.
Hardest character in the game. Sheesh.
Tough one.
Ganondorf is considered the worst character in the game.
Oh, we need a Ganondorf player.
Make her play Ness.
Definitely Ganondorf, but you know he's not bad. Is the thing. He's only bad if you're
If you're bad.
if you're playing against somebody that's also bad.
Make her
Because
play Ice Climbers.
There it
now
is.
she cooking. Now
You
she
gotta
cooking
protect
us
Nana
up.
at all times.
But yeah, I did a lot of Super Smash Bros. Commentary here and things like that, and then eventually became what I am now here, which is I don't really know. I really don't know, so don't ask me. Don't ask in the chat what I do here. I just get to walk around and hang out with people. But let's go more. There's even more in the back. We got a lot more production facility and things like that. I don't want to step on anybody.
Yeah, right. Don't touch my. Carefully step around.
Right, firmly grasp it. You just trying to get on the mic?
No, I went to school and I pressed with this. I was looking at it.
Yeah, we got some really nice stuff here. We're really lucky. So that's for the front of house experience, but we're really lucky that we get to do a lot of like film live to tape and a lot of other streaming things while we're even holding a live event. So we have an audio control room here to really take care of business. Even further down, we have the observatory, which is linked into all the cameras across the spot. Honestly, one of the best technical spots. We have Randall in the building. He's over there doing a million things like he always is. But this is where we'll have a main producer kind of sitting, grabbing a lot of great angles, catching things, making sure that RoboCam's on the right spot and everybody's up to speed about what we kind of, you know, the vision for the show. But the main producer will mainly sit in this back production spot that we have. It's a really big facility.
Wait, this place is huge.
It's a bit of a maze, huh?
Which is back here. This will be like our more back of house, really making sure the stream quality as well. And in the front of house, we'll take care of all of those front of house sounds and things like that. But another control room, very fitted and outfitted with everything that we need. We got some people in here in production right now getting some things ready for some shows. But even hi, these are my friends. And then back here, we also have an active studio spot, which is really awesome. Just give a little tour real quick. I apologize.
Yeah, we're busy in here, guys. What are you doing, man? Come on, man.
So yeah, active studio spot, and we could be holding a whole concert out there, and this stays super sound controlled and taken care of. I just started a podcast series out of here, so we film that in here and do a lot of our other original and things like that. So it's deep. Y'all go in, please. Be my guest. Be my guest.
Oh.
Oh my god. I feel like the sound is trapped in here too.
Yes, it's perfect. It's a totally controlled environment. So like I said, we could be bumping out there pretty heavy. And inside here, you can have an analyst desk. You can have just a whole nother third-party person doing something that's, you know, just using this space while we have our regularly scheduled programming going on out there. So
It's quiet.
it's mad versatile. It's so versatile. You know, we could one time we, for one of our shows, we fully renovated this to look like somebody's bedroom.
Yeah? Okay.
And then all of a sudden, all the people of the show come in, like, oh, they're at their house? No, they're actually at the HyperX Arena. You know, so it's like, it's a really cool spot, and we get to do amazing things. Anytime y'all want to build anything out here, you let me know so we can make a party in your name, put your face on a
vision.
vision.
You let me know. I'm gonna actually let you know one day.
Get the business cards. You're talking about. No, awesome. But so you've never been here before. What's have you heard of this place before you came here?
I heard because I won HyperX's Queued Up Challenge
Right.
last year, and you know they flew us out to LA, had a good time, and then we played some games at the studio over there. And they were talking about it. They were like, man, we wish we could go to the Vegas one because it's so much bigger and it's cooler. And I'm like, well, thanks for rubbing it in.
Well, you're here now. You're very invited, so you know you come by anytime. But that's essentially the extent of it. It's the largest esports production facility with the amenities that we have that can really host the types of events that we host. There's another esports arena in Arlington. I'm sure you guys know of that one. Is it Arlington? The Optic, the one that's kind of attached to the Dallas Cowboys.
I remember when it was like being built up, yeah.
Yeah. So there's that one out there, and they hold a lot more people, but we have a lot different of a experience that we give to people. You know what I'm saying? So it's been awesome. We just got to host an off-season VCT event for Valorant. Got to host. We're hosting the Microsoft Excel World Championships this next weekend coming up. So yeah, that's really exciting. We have the TFT, the Vegas Open. They're gonna be having their pre-party here with the DJ Maddie on and with the Wave Dash and all this. It gets so busy, but in the best way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
God.
It's like who do I get to hang out with this week? Oh my goodness, life is so.
I actually do remember that when I was here in 2018, it was such a chill vibe because there was like a bar downstairs. When you were in front of a camera, you're really close to the community, the people that are right next to you, and you could just walk around, talk to the players. It was my favorite All-Star experience personally. So anytime, I'm sure any event you guys roll out here is gonna be perfect.
Hey, we're trying.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said, in this room, everybody got 3 shades lighter.
Oh my God. So bright.
Well, we gotta head out.
I got the light right here.
Man, we got overexposed. We getting exposed. Help us. Well, I think you see 1,000 Drinks on in the back. We got the CEO of that, Christy Garson. She's hanging out for us in the hype tunnel. She's waiting for us. So let's go see Christy. Let's see what she got to say to us. Come on, chat. Let's see what's up.
Oh, they're in the chat. 100 Dreams Fund is in the chat.
Please, you all lead the way. Back to the hype tunnel, that big lighted tunnel.
Girl, you guys put some beepers on.
Christy! Polo!
You guys should take pictures.
I want to take pictures in this hallway.
Here, I found her. She's over here in the boss mode.
I can be the photographer.
This is the real VIP experience. We let our super VIPs often hang out here, or you might catch me sleeping on the couch when we don't have a bed. Here's my friend Christy.
Hello.
We're live, Christy, just so you know.
Wow, how exciting.
Oh my gosh, hello.
Hi. You too.
Tasha.
Christy.
I'm Kai. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Glozell.